So yeah, it's important to take proper care of your energy. It's important to take proper care of your mind, of your body, your spirit, your soul. And you're the best answer, you're the best key to being aware of what you need to do. And not what other people are telling you to do, not where other people are telling you to go, not the regimens they're trying to tell you to have for yourself. Yes, a part of it can help you. However, if you're just listening to what others are saying, or listening to what a media is saying, what a podcast, what just something else is telling you to do, instead of really listening to your body or your mind, and especially if you're doing something and your mind is telling you feel that you shouldn't be doing this thing, however there's something else that is telling you, oh, you need to be doing this, then you really just need to take a step and a second to see, is this what I need to be doing? Is this what I want to be doing? Because once you really figure out, and once you're really aware of what you want to be doing, and you have that idea, of course sometimes there could be certain energies that don't want you to achieve what you already or want to achieve. And that's because they've had their goals too. They've they've been aware of their goals and what they want to do. However, sometimes they just feel they can't complete their goals, they can't achieve their goals by themselves, or not just by themselves, or they can't even just get to where they want or get to where they want to go because they just feel stuck or they don't have the answer anymore. So when you have that program, you have that motive, the mind to do what you need to do what you want to do, and your ideas and your own goals, and there's those other energies that you have around you that don't want you to succeed. Of course, they'll be trying to do things or throw things in your obstacles or in your path to blindside you. However, it's only your job to see that certain things aren't for you, because your body, your aura, your highest power is gonna tell you what's best for you, what you need to do. And regardless of who's watching or who wants to take anything from you, you always have the power to change, to make change, and to make the change that you want. Even if you do a tiny step, even if you do something small, you start off something small every day. However, making the changes and doing something different will all lead to an outcome that can be unexpected but necessary and needed. And sometimes when you're asking for certain things, you'll get what you want. However, when you ask for what you need, it might not always be what you want or what you thought that you needed, but it will come in the ways that it needs to come to show you where your focus needs to be, why you came here, why you're doing the certain things you do, why you feel the things that you feel, why you've had the experiences you've had. And being able to look upon your experiences, all of your experiences, with a reflective eye, with a seeing eye, and not pessimism, not doubt, not shame for what you've done, but or what others have done, or even if they've done stuff to you. It's not good to put yourself in a victim role or to just victimize yourself when you're going or reflecting on your past or reflecting on things that have happened. Because by keeping an open mind, being optimistic, you're going to be able to see new things, see new routes, see different objectives that you didn't see before. And if there comes a time or there comes a moment where you feel that you need to talk to somebody or talk to an energy, or if you feel that you can't talk to that energy because of what happened, if there were mistakes made, or if you feel victimized or they feel victimized, there's nothing really stopping you from doing that but yourself. If you ever feel called to do something, or if you ever have an energy or an ounce of anything that you want to do and you're not doing it, the only thing that's stopping you is yourself. Because yeah, there's going to be outside influences, there's going to be outside things, or whatever you have going on in your existence that makes you think that you can't do what you need to do, you can't get to where you need to go, you can't get to where you need to be. Every seed of doubt that you sow, that's you sowing that within yourself. However, if you continue to sow seeds of positivity, sow seeds of happiness, merriness, surety, security within yourself, that's going to replace those seeds of doubt. That's going to give you the courage. That's going to give you the confidence to say, no, I can do what I want to do. I can do what I'm called to do. I don't have to live a life or live an existence where with suffering, because that's suffering. If you're living and doing something that you just don't want to be doing, that's being tortured and just not living in your truth, not living existence to your fullest. However, taking a chance and taking a moment just to do one thing for yourself every day, just to even ask yourself, what do you want today? What can I do for you today? How can I help you? How can I appease you? How can you appease your head? That will make a biggest difference, because if you never did that before and you just started doing it, taking a small step such as that, that will show you different things. Because it's just as science or math, just as a scientific method. You have to take all these different steps to actually come and get to the outcome that you need to see, that will give you the answer that you're looking for. In math, you have to take all the steps too to finally get to the solution. So just because one step doesn't work, or if you try something new and it's not helping you, or you don't see the change right away, that doesn't mean to stop, or just to go back to your old ways, or to just completely stop caring for yourself, or not listening to yourself because you just think nothing's happening for you. However, it's all about things taking time, and especially because if it's starting in the spiritual realm, it's going to show up different in the physical realm first, or in different forms. And especially if you were blindsided before, you weren't seeing things. However, you take the steps that you need to take to see what you need to see. Now you'll be able to, that your eyes are open, you're gonna be able to see different things. Your intuition is gonna help you differently, because you're not gonna be blind. You're gonna be more aware, and you're just coming into your awareness. So if things aren't just magically or just happening instantly for you, like instant gratification, then why would it be a point? Why would you need to just stop doing what's best for yourself? And what you are aware is what's best for yourself, because you're not seeing instant gratification, or you're aware of what you're going to do or what you need to do for yourself. It's going to take time to even see improvement. But why keep pushing that off? Why not do it? Why revert to your old ways? Because wouldn't what you're not doing, if it's not good for you, if it's not fully beneficial, wouldn't that take more away from you, instead of you actually doing what you need to do that is best for you? I'm just here to say, not even just my thoughts, but to say what I feel called to say. And even if there's 1,000,000 people watching, if there's 1,000 people watching, if there's 100 people watching, if there's 2 people watching, or if there's 1 people watching, I'm still gonna say what I had to say, and I'm not gonna feel ashamed about it, because so many people and so many times, and there's been so many situations where I was silenced, and I even had to silence myself because I wasn't confident to speak about what I needed to speak about, because if I speak to certain people about certain things, of course they will have doubt, or of course they will, or even when I speak about certain things to certain people, they'll maybe even think I'm crazy or something. They're just, sometimes they don't even follow what I'm saying. However, being able to come on certain platforms or come on this platform and just express myself, express what I have to say, it just lets me get what I need to say out without having that talking to other people and having them just having that doubt, that repeated doubt. Because it's not just, even though that they're going to have that doubt, even though that they're trying to combat or fight what I'm saying, I'm still going to say what I need to say to them. However, a part of me used to just fight and fight and fight for so much for people, because I wanted them to see what I see. I wanted them to change for themselves, because I see them on a path that is just not bringing them down, but is not where they need to be. However, I could see a better path for them. I could see a better option for them. And just me trying to help them is just, they take it as me as judgmental, or not just as judgmental, or somebody just, it's not accepting. However, I'm not accepting of their ways. I'm just trying to show or explain to you different things. And it's not even about not accepting their ways. It's about opening their minds to different perspectives and different just difference, instead of being stuck in the same thing, like religion. If you try to talk to some people about religion, if you try to talk to some people about Jesus, about Krishna, about Muhammad, about any of them, certain people, they'll really go in a frenzy. They'll really defend these characters, because it's like the religion is so stuck within them, and it's like that's what they have, that's what all they have to keep them going, because they think that following this person is just gonna save them all in the end from everything that they do. So that's why they stick and hold to it so hard. But when you present them with new facts, you present them with a way for them to actually save themselves, it's like, that's what sends them into a frenzy, because them thinking they have to save themselves, them thinking about everything that they've done, it's like they maybe might not feel as if they could do it, or they might feel ashamed of their actions, because they don't just have that scapegoat there to die for their sins and fix everything every time they do a sin. However, you're not going to have a scapegoat, you're not going to have a goat, you're not going to have a sheep, whatever sacrifice you think you're going to have every time to help you or to escape you from your sins. And the only thing that is going to help you with you in your mind, in your ability, in your energy, in your spirit, in your soul, is yourself, is the makers of your soul. Eledumare, Oludumare, Iya, Olorun, the Orishas, your Orishas, your Ori. And I will continue to say that. And I will say that to anybody I have to, because now is the time that I'm just so happy in I got the awareness that I can and I will say what I have to say, because I'm not going to go around energies. I'm not going to be around people who want to stop me from doing what I have to do, who want to stop me from saying what I have to say. Because doing these certain things, doing what I do, it helps me. And I'm not going to stop anybody from doing what they have to do or doing what they love to do, because I'm aware of what that is. That's doing stuff for yourself. That's doing stuff for the makers of your soul. And taking care of your energy, taking care of what you have to take care of. Me, I'm going to continue to take care. I'm going to continue to love and to shed love, to spread love, to give love who I have to give love to. Even if they want to, or they have fought me, energies have fought me in the past, or they just didn't want me to continue to do what I want to do, or continue to do what I need to do. Yet, again and again, I will still prevail. I will still throw up my headscarf and speak what I have to speak. And I don't even need the headscarf. I don't need anything. All I need is my voice, because I have my power. I have everything I need to have, because I'm safe. I'm safe. And that's the journey. When, if you can say that you're safe, that you're saved, and you really feel that in your spirit and your soul, then you're good. But if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel saved in yourself, in your spirit, in your soul, in your body, then what's the point? Who are you? What are you living as? And what's living in you? Because why don't you feel safe? Why don't you feel saved? And why don't you want to be saved if you are not saved, if you don't feel saved? Because what has you feeling as if that feeling that you're going through is so good, it's better than to be with your own self, to save your own self, to help your own self? That has to be a lie. And you're aware what they say, the devil is a lie. I heard that before. So, being on your journey, continuing on your journey, doing what you have to do, doing what feels good, what feels right to you, what you're called to do. If you feel doubt, about certain things, what I can say, you have to commune about that. You have to speak about it with yourself. You have to talk to yourself. You have to talk to your body. You have to do what you want to do, what you need to do. And take the moment to take time to yourself. Take time to yourself. Just take time to yourself. You have to. Especially if you're always surrounded with a different energy, with different influences, with technology, with anything. Always surrounded with something, and you just always surrounded with something. You just have to take the time for yourself. Because now is the time to do what you have to do. To be where you need to be. To go where you need to go. And nothing can stop you from seeing what you want to see, from seeing what you have to see, and from seeing what you have. Hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. Ashe. Odabo.